All right, welcome back to Brown football here on ESPN+. Princeton leads Brown 14-7 at halftime at Brown Stadium. You know, it is a great honor to be holding this Mike flag with this logo and standing next to this man. The legendary Chris Berman is here with us. And Chris, it's just, first of all, it's great to see you here. Always great to see you at Brown Stadium. What does it mean for you to be back here and rooting on the Bears?
So many memories, obviously, Nick. And nice to see you with the Mike flag. And way to dress up, by the way. Makes one of us. I'm looking up way at the top at Brown Stadium, and those lights, I think, have been on since '76 since I did games up there. But I was walking in from the parking lot. Hadn't thought about that in a while. There I was, 19, 20, 21 years old, WBRU. And here I am 50 years after I was a freshman back at Brown. And a lot of great memories, a lot of great friends. And it's a pretty good crowd for us.
Very, very good crowd today. Very good crowd. And it's, you've been so many places, Chris. You've met so many people, so many great people. But you come back here, and I see the warmth in your face, the smile that it brings to you. Just knowing these people. What does it mean to, interact with the people that you know so well here from all your years here?
Well, and your friends and everybody out there knows the same thing, that even if you're tight with somebody, and you haven't talked to them even for 2-3 years, you pick up where you left off. The jokes are kind of still as funny. We still quote the same lyrics from music. And here's the Brown band going on the field. It just, I've told you this when I saw you earlier this week at TPC Boston for an event for the Travelers. When I see the sign on 95, it says, "Welcome to Rhode Island, the Ocean State," I have a smile. Like I'm home. Brown was home. It still is home. And she'll have a chance to win this game, and that'll be really home.
Well, the good thing is no pregame speeches from Chris Berman today. He knows that's bad luck, apparently. But what are your impressions so far, just what you've seen in this game?
Well, the problem with Brown's defense is much improved, although the one-knot wrap-up and kind of changed the game a little bit. And then our stud. Hey, look, Princeton's a very good team, right? We haven't beaten them in a while. A 14-7 game at half with Princeton tells me that this is going to be a tight ball game down to the finish. This would be a worm turn for Brown if they won this. They won this game. Harvard almost. The league doesn't. You tell me. You know more than I do. The league up here doesn't seem to be what it was. So maybe there's room to move. So this would be a worm-turning game for Brown if they won, but, Princeton is obviously in James's blood, too. Total respect for Princeton. But can't we get one of them?
Hopefully it happens at some point, but we'll see here. Of course, 14-7, whole half to play.
Kind of like a Princeton basketball game for a change, like down low. Which total respect to the Tigers representing the league this year and what they did in the tournament. We all rooted for you. Don't worry about it.
Watch out for Mike Martin's Bears this year. Saw him in a scrimmage this morning, Chris. We'll see. See how they do. It's going to be an interesting league this year.
Very, but right now, we got to make.
I know you're a football guy, folks. Hey,
but
you know what?
I wanted to say a shout out to Princeton for the hoops.
I love it.
Because the whole Ivy League was rooting. I mean, just awesome. Coach Henderson and that squad, way to go.
So great. So great. I've taken up so much of your time here, Chris. Go enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for joining us for a couple minutes
nice
here.
To see you. Nice to be back at Brown Stadium. Thanks for everybody for watching. Good to see you dressed up.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll sharpen up here a little bit for the second half, too. More of our halftime report coming up after this.